words, if you have problems with thieves, scammers, and hackers, call Sentinel Protocol. Bring out the guns and just shoot, everybody shoot. You're here from Bangkok. It's Songkran time, and we're here to review the ICO of Sentinel Protocol, okay? It's a new ICO and it's on security. And we talk about security, you know, there's a lot of bad guys, thieves, and scammers attempting to steal our crypto. That sometimes I just feel we need divine intervention to prevent this. But with this, it becomes a whole new value proposition. So let's go in to the inside and hear what it's all about. There it is. Welcome again, guys, to another edition of the Cryptovader Show. And today we are going to review the ICO of Sentinel Protocol. And this is a Korean ICO. And I know you guys just are waiting. You guys are dying, right? You guys are dying to wait until I present my take on a Korean ICO, because you know that last year when we took 80,000 to 4 million in over 5 months. We did it. The core part of that was our investment in Icon, okay, which went up like 100 times. And we also put our money in Mediblock, which went up like 40 times. So anything Korean I like. But it also depends. It also depends on the solution. So this is a great ICO here that we have today, not because it's necessarily Korean, although Korean does provide the hype part to it, but because it's in the right sector, okay? It's in the right sector, a much ignored sector, but I think this sector needs more focus because it is in the sector of cyber security, and these guys are experts, okay? They are from the Uppsala Foundation, and if you have heard that name before, then you are probably right, because Uppsala, okay, the name Uppsala is actually from Sweden, okay? It is a Swedish university. In fact, Uppsala is a university town in Sweden, and it is known as the Oxford of Sweden. So there are many smart people here, and you know, to fight all these guys, we need smart people. So immediately, you know that this ICO of Sentinel Protocol is immediately hot right off the block, because it is going into a sector that is quite new, which is cybersecurity, and it has a first mover advantage because it is doing this in a different way. And of course, it's very hyped because it's a Korean ICO, guys, Korean. And look at other ICOs that are coming out of Korea now, like Hycon, YGG Drash, which are formerly of Icon, okay, and they have had very, very good responses. So I know everyone's asking me now, Cryptovader, can we get our Lambos here? Cryptovader, can we become a millionaire here? Cryptovader, what do you want us to do? You want us to buy? Cryptovader, how many do you want us to buy? Cryptovader, you want us to go into the pre-sale? Hey, be patient, okay? So before I go into the analysis of this ICO, I would just like to warn you that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this presentation should be construed as financial advice to buy this ICO. ICOs are risky. Please do your own research. And I'm only here to provide you with the heavy lifting of the research so that you don't have to do it yourself. But this presentation is merely for educational purposes. Okay, so let's go in with Uppsala Foundation, and you know where these guys at Sentinel Protocol suddenly came out from. So Uppsala Foundation was set up in Singapore. They're the winner of the Kyber Network Developer Competition, okay? Kyber Network is, of course, an ICO that came out of Singapore. This was actually for a decentralized exchange, or DEX, and you know that since last year I was all over this ICO because it was a DEX, decentralized exchange, and its advisor was Vitalik Buterin, and it went out like 5 times the first day, did it? So we're going to see a pattern here, right? We see Kyber Network going up. We see Icon going up. We see Mediblock doing very well. Is Uppsala going to be the same? Is Uppsala going to follow in their footsteps? I think so too, because there is a real value proposition on Uppsala Foundation and also Sentinel Protocol. So before we go into the deep, very technical matters, let me summarize to you in a simple way of what I think Sentinel Protocol is. To me, it's very simple. They are basically the Ghostbusters of the blockchain world. Now, you see a lot of sayings in the market now that, that the blockchain is very safe, it can be hacked, it's immutable and all that. Well, that's all fine. But the thing is, the wallets that go into the blockchain, they're hacked for the private keys, the DEX and smart contracts are also often hacked. So there's a problem here that in the real world, if we are hacked, we can go to the police station who probably have a cybercrime unit somewhere there to trace where our cryptos went to. But in the blockchain world, we are all alone and we could be crying all alone. Crying all the way to the bank. Of course, by that time, there's no more money in the bank. So you need something like this. It is time that cyber security has come to the fore. Just look at the recent hacks that happened. For example, in January, there was a hack at CoinCheck, right? Over 500 million worth of NAM was hacked from CoinCheck. And then recently in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, you had this hack. This is April, okay? Recently in April 2018 in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, you had 660 million worth of money being given to a Ponzi scheme, okay? They did 2 ICOs, which were scam ICOs. So you see, scammers are operating everywhere. And in the crypto gold rush, in the rush to be rich or in the rush to make money quickly, a lot of people are being scammed. And Sentinel Protocol is good because there are too many ghosts here. We need a team of Ghostbusters. Not only do we need a team, we need a proper organization of Ghostbusters to be able to go and fight all these bad guys, the scammers, the hackers, the thieves, and all that. And this is where Sentinel comes in, because rather than going in and trying to attack it all over the place, which means you are wasting a lot of resources, unfortunately speaking, what they do is, you can say, if this is the blockchain, you know that all single hacker they need to do is very simple. Once they hack your crypto and whatever, they have to monetize it, right? They have to convert it to something that's like cash. So they do that where they do that in exchanges. So Sentinel Protocol puts up all these gates as exchanges so that these guys find it very hard to go to exchanges to cash out their crypto or even to convert their crypto into other privacy coins like Monero and Zcoin and all that. Okay, so once these guys are trapped, then they stay in the blockchain. Once they stay in the blockchain, the Sentinel Protocol, okay, which we call Sentinels, then go in and then blast these guys out with this very powerful ammunition. The ammunition are destroyed through what we call the TRD, it's TRD, Threat Reputation Database, S-Wallet, and also the D-Sandbox. And when you see this, I see a classical defense in depth mechanism that, this is a very clever way, rather than going in and trying to trap them and trying to prevent them from doing something, what Sentinel Protocol has done, hey, if you ever try to steal someone else's crypto, guess what? You can't do anything with it, because by the time you try to get out, we are going to catch you. So let's go into this ammunition, which is very important. So these guys, I'm telling you guys, these guys have a big machine gun here, okay? This is the Ghostbuster gun, and the 3 ammunitions are the TRD, the Threat Reputation Database. This is something that they're doing through collective intelligence, where security experts and people like us even can contribute through this Threat Reputation Database. And this collects essentially the wallet's address, the phishing addresses, malicious URL, malicious hashes, and all that. And then this will then be propagated and broadcasted into the network, so we or the exchanges don't even go near all this bad stuff. Now, general users, we're not expert. We can report it, but of course, in order to make sure there's less false positive, the sentinels, okay, the sentinels who are the experts in security will then go through our submission to ensure that there is no false positive, and only the ones that are really the true threats will get documented inside the threat reputation database. The next weapon that they use is called the S-Wallet here. This is the S-Wallet. What is the S-Wallet? Well, the S-Wallet is very interesting because it is like the antivirus. You guys remember the antivirus? This is what your computer has, and you should get a good one. Now, the thing with antivirus, it always has a signature update, right? Okay, but not for the S-Wallet. The S-Wallet is updating its signature automatically each time, which means it is taking a proactive approach, okay? A proactive approach to being hacked. And it does this by it's going to utilize machine learning technology, okay? And by looking at the history and by using machine learning technology, it can now be more predictive in trying to stop future threats from happening rather than being reactive. Now, the next third weapon is the D-Sandbox. This is actually the distributed malware analysis sandbox, okay? So why do they put it in a sandbox? Similarly, because if you were to do it in the main server, it's going to cost a lot of power, computing power. By being distributed, it's more cost effective, and you also have a better use of computing power, because we do not want to waste a lot of computing power in catching these guys. But the sandbox is a good way to actually run small experiments and run test all types of scenarios before they are put in the threat reputation database and before you update the quote-unquote antivirus signature of the S-Wallet. So this is a great way of doing it. Now let's go to the Sentinel Protocol website here. So this is the Alliance of Sentinel Protocol. I just love it, because they have hashed, which is like hash, which is the this is a venture fund, right? And so there's all these investors here, and this is great. That means this is a project that's really going somewhere. Now the partners here are like Kyber Network, which is a decentralized exchange, SoftBank Ventures Korea, great again, and of course Icon. And I think Icon plays a great role because Icon also owns an exchange in Korea, right? It's called Coin One. And so as you know, that Sentinel Protocol will play a big role in protecting exchanges. So this is an exchange, and I'm sure that all these people can get them into exchanges. And they have the right strategy, I think, because what they're going to do is attack. First, the plan of attack is to go after exchanges in Japan, Korea, and Southeast Asia, because this is where most of the action in crypto happens anyways. So if they can get here, and then naturally this would be propagated to the rest of the world when everyone sees it, and everyone of course have this FOMO thing, and Sentinel Protocol does very well, then in no time you'll see a lot of people using Sentinel Protocol. So it's always about the crypto assets being safe, and I like this motto: we are making crypto world a better place without the need to worry about hacks, scams, or frauds against your crypto assets. Yes, this is very, very huge, and I hope that in the future they can also start protecting investors against scam ICOs, okay, like the one that happened in Vietnam. At least give us the address of the scammers there in Vietnam who are trying to get our money in for their ICO. So these are the main engines, as we explained: the decentralized threat reputation database, and here, and what it provides: Sentinel Portal, the threat reputation database, the S powered by machine learning S-Wallet, and distributed malware sandboxing. And of course, you have here a decentralized security ecosystem. They'll protect crypto payments, crypto exchanges, crypto wallets, dApps, security expert, which are the sentinels, and we as individuals can also play the role, okay, by contributing information into this ecosystem. And of course, when we contribute into information, the Sentinel security experts will then go and study our contribution to make sure that it's of high quality and it doesn't result in false positives. Okay, so if you want to read the white paper, I think you really need to read the white paper. It's a very good white paper here. Security intelligence platform for the blockchain. It all has the history on how they come about this, and it also has a great description on how attacks happen. See, it's very hard for people to catch someone who's already in the system if he gets in. So that is why, you know, there's a lot of bad people that can easily get into hacks. You know, you see all these big exchanges being hacked for hundreds of millions of dollars. But again, I think Sentinel did it right, because what they did was they tried to stop the guy who already got in from getting out. Okay, this is cool. So just read this, and they have something on artificial intelligence. As I said, artificial intelligence will be an important component of any solution in the future. They have a good description of the TRDB, machine learning engine, and also the distributed malware analysis sandbox. And what I like here is the Sentinel protocol ecosystem, which is describes an interactive cooperation framework, or in the Sentinel portal. And the best thing about this is the use of the Sentinels in a proper structure. Well, this is a nice architecture of Sentinel protocol. The Sentinels here, right? These are the experts in security. You have user data going through the S wallet, and then interactive cooperation framework, and then threat reputation database. So once you've defined that these are really bad, whether it's wallet address, the date, time of the transaction, domain URL, IP address, file name, file hash description, is then updated into the threat reputation database. Now, what I like about this, but it might be of a concern to some, is the structure of the Sentinels. Okay, they have Sentinels here. They have 7 main Sentinels and then 3 reserve Sentinels. Okay, so these guys actually are at the top and actually are looking and going over through the network and then updating us on the various new threats that are available. So the 10 delegated reputation sentinels from the inverted pyramid structure here, where you have 7. This is 7, and then you have 3 on standby. So I really like this, and also what they do is they give an incentive system for people who participate here. This is called the UPP, Uppsala currency, and they've made sure that, you know, they just initial inflation will be only between 3 to 7%. That's good, because I don't like inflation. Okay, inflation reduces the value of my crypto, and it will go to 0 inflation. And this is good because that means you get in early. There is every motivation to get in early, because then the inflation is going to go down to 0, and initial inflation is also very, very small. So what do I think of this? Well, you need to look at the people that are here, and I like it because the team behind this, okay? The team behind this, you have Patrick Kim, founder and CEO. Now, this guy has a very interesting story because he was hacked, okay? He was hacked for the UMIS wallet, right? He was hacked here by the UMIS wallet. Where was it? There. Well, anyway, he was hacked by the UMIS wallet, by the MIS wallet, okay? He was hacked of 7,218 ethers, okay? That's a lot of ethers to be hacked. 7218 at that time was worth like 75K. Now it's worth like, well, now ether is like what, 500? So wow, now it's worth many times more, probably 50 times more. But this means that this guy has pain. And when you have pain, you do things with passion. I believe that. Yeah, you do things with passion. And this is why Sentinel Protocol came out. It's such a clever solution because it was done with passion, because it was through pain, and only through pain, I believe that you are able to get good gains later, okay? So let's go look again behind this, and then HM Park. He's also part of F5 Networks. These are all great, okay, because these are all actually security solutions. John Kirsch, Chief Evangelist. Dark Trace, again, another security solution here. This is actually has a trace of artificial intelligence from the University of Cambridge. I mean, hey, this is great. He was at SoftBank and also Bank of America. So you have a very good team here, a very good team. But what really impressed me even more about Sentinel Protocol is actually their super duper team of advisors. Let's see whether we can find a team of advisors here. Okay, let's go here. About us, about Sentinel Protocol. So yeah, we want to see the team, not only the team, okay, because we want to see the advisors. I'll tell you why soon. That yeah, this is the Miss Wallet's funds lost. 7,218 Ether in the Miss Wallet was actually lost, and this led to the creation of Sentinel Protocol actually. So advisors, let's go to the advisors, okay. Let's go here. Okay, now I like the advisors here for Sentinel Protocol. Just look at them, okay. Cool guys. Simon Kim, CEO at Hash. So this is partner of Hash, crypto fund based in Korea. John Ng, partner at Signum Capital and specialized in ICOs. And yes, a company that specializes in ICOs. And JH Kim, foundation counsel at Icon. So you know that whenever Icon supports a project, it grows to be very, very big. These are superb and very, very strong advisors, okay? So I've seen this in a lot of ICOs, that the advisory team sometimes plays a large role. And I just love it, because when you can leverage the venture fund and also Icon, the Ethereum of Korea, then I'm sure you guys are heading for big things. So let's see the summary conclusion that I have on Sentinel Protocol, and let's see if we eventually decide to go on this ICO or not. The pros are this: no pain, no gain. I like that this company came out of the pain of being robbed of 7,218 Ethers. Yes, they were robbed and they came out with an answer, which is Sentinel Protocol. They have a first mover advantage because they are the antivirus of the cryptocurrency world, at least now. It's such a very clever solution, you know, rather than trying to resolve people who have many different ways of getting into and hacking people. Now, if the hack happens, now why don't you just prevent them from getting out? Because everyone who goes in needs a door to get out. But it's pretty hard to find the door to get out, because, you know, you have to do it through exchanges. Whenever you hack someone, it goes into a wallet, right? And you can follow that wallet around, okay? So next reason is it's a good solution with clear use cases. They have use cases right on their website. This is what really impresses me about this Sentinel Protocol here. They just out-thought everyone because they are security expert, the true guys, okay? And they have actually use cases that were put in. Yeah, let's go to how it works. And the most important thing is they have something for everyone, okay? And filter scam, provides, what do they put? Yeah, use cases here. You can look at here, okay? Case 1, individual user, safeguard cryptocurrency, Sentinel portal, and the Sentinels. And they even show you how they do it, okay? And this is case 2, crypto exchanges, cert outsourcing, global alliances, the Sentinels. See, you have a global alliances so that anyone from everywhere around the world can actually access the database. It's distributed and crypto payments and authorizing stolen cryptocurrency. Again, global license and Sentinels that allow you to work together from different parts of the world. That is just superb. So it's a good solution also, and with clear use cases. Now it's also a top ICOs from Korea has done very well, like Icon and Met, for example. And with the strong advisors here, I'm sure that this is going to do very well also. The cons, There are also cons for this. Now, success depends on partnership and building ecosystem. And I believe for this, they need to leverage on ICON, okay? The ICON Foundation. I mean, the issue now is, can they really convince the partners and exchanges in Korea, Japan, and Southeast Asia to become part of the Sentinel Protocol database, the threat reputation database? For this, I think they need to be a movement, and this is where the bargaining power of ICON is so important, because if ICON does it, and ICON has an exchange in Coin One, and Kyber Network has it, and Kyber Network also is an exchange, then it will really become a movement and carry momentum. It's also labor intensive, but it needs to capture market fast. It needs to capture market fast because the inflation of the UPP tokens are pretty much controlled. So labor intensive, as long as you capture the market fast, that is okay. So eventually you got to ask this question: is Sentinel Chain the ultimate ghostbuster for the evils? Is it going to be a yay or a nay? Well, for me, it's very simple. It is a yay. Yes, guys, it is a yay. And I will tell you why. Although they have all this, what I'm really excited about this project, why it gives me a yay, is this, the intelligence. It is basically the team, especially the team here. Because with the team from Korea and with the team from ICON, especially the ICON Foundation, who's going to wield a lot of power and who's going to wield a lot of influence, I am sure their solution is going to be used in a lot of exchanges, and that will create a lot of hype, which will eventually bring back the solution, which will make Sentinel Protocol the ghostbuster of choice, okay? This will be the ghostbuster of choice for cyber security, not only in Korea, but rather the world. But they have to do this fast. Now, at least by launching an ICO, we can see that they have a first mover advantage now, and we hope that it does very well. So that's it for now. If you have any comments, just leave your comments inside this YouTube video, and I will answer them soon. So guys, it's a yay for Sentinel Protocol. So until we meet later. So now we come to the conclusion of Sentinel Protocol. Where are we going? What are the pros and what are the cons? Well, first, the pros: no pain, no gain. I like that this project started out that, it was a hack, that the founder, Patrick Kim, suffered a hack for this. And I think it's because of that. There's a lot of passion going on here. And because all I know is, if there's no pain, then there's no gain. So Uppsala Foundation was hacked of 7,218 ethers. And this definitely is driving the spirit behind Sentinel Protocol here. The next thing that I think that they have going for them is this massive first mover advantage, because as other people try to focus on trying to prevent people from getting into the blockchain, they are actually doing something very clever: let people in and prevent them from getting out. Now, after you prevent them from getting out, and then you have their signatures, and then when you have their signatures or their patterns, then you can do a better job in the future of preventing people from getting in. So I think that this is a very virtuous cycle, a very virtuous loop. And because of that, I think there's a lot of advantage here, in the sense that, you don't waste so much computational power in trying to make this work. The next thing that I think they have going for them is it is a good solution with good use cases. They beat me to this before I could even describe several use cases for this. They already have it on their website, and this is so important here, okay? So this is on their website. You can see here there are various use cases. They've put out 3 use cases. For example, let's try to go to another one. Case 3, well, they don't like that, right? So let's wait until it goes. Yes, case one, the use case here. Individual users safeguard your cryptocurrency with S-Wallet, Sentinel Integrated Wallet Services, the Sentinel portal. Okay, case two, crypto exchanges, certificate outsourcing, case handling expert, and you can detect all these weird addresses. Of course, through Global Alliance and the Sentinels, you'll have a central point of contact for crypto payments, unauthorizing stolen cryptocurrency. There has hacker scam address filtering, and of course through global alliances and through a decentralized business model that resides on the blockchains. This can be shared all over the world. Okay, and of course the hype factor is very high here. Top ICOs from Korea have done very well, Icon and Med, and I think that they can do very well too because they share this common thread. You know, if you talk about Icon and Med, advisor is Icon Foundation, and they have strong advisors in terms of the people from Icon Foundation, Hashad, the investors, and also Icon Foundation. Okay, so they're not merely advisors, they are investors, guys. They're investors and also Icon Foundation. Now, what are the cons here? I think really the success depends on the partnership and building an ecosystem, and this is where they can leverage on Icon. For example, as I said, Icon already has an exchange called Coin1. In addition, Icon also has a lot of relationships with a lot of universities in Korea, and of course the relationship with Kyber Network is good. So this could be the first early exchanges that adopt Sentinel protocol, and once it's adopted, and then it will result in a very virtuous cycle which leads to even more adoption. Okay, the issue now here, I think, can it convince all the partners and exchanges in Japan, Korea, and Southeast Asia to really adopt Sentinel protocol? This is where I think that they need to migrate to become a movement. And when you become a movement, and when many people are following you, then you have bargaining power. And they've started this already, okay, with the recruitment of the pre-Sentinels. So the movement is slowly starting, and we hope to see in the near future as it gains ground. Now, when you're entering all this data, especially for all these bad hashes, addresses, and all, it could be labor intensive. And because it's labor intensive, I think they need to capture market fast and to control the inflation of UPP tokens. Okay, so they control the tokens, and once you get a lot of people in very, very quickly, and then it will do very, very well. So I guess there's a conclusion now. You all are waiting. Are we a yay or a nay on Sentinel protocol? Are we going ahead, or are we not going ahead for this ICO? And let me provide you the answer, and I'll provide you why. And I like to do things very simply, based on sector. It's in a good growing sector here. Okay, so let's just give that. It's not a hot sector yet, but it's a growing and it's a needed sector. Hype, I think this is will have sufficient hype, especially provided by the hype from Icon. The use case is definitely there, and it has new use cases because it has several, it has for exchanges and also for the users. The tokenomics, there's little inflation on the UPP tokens, so I kind of like that. They have a roadmap, okay, so their roadmap, I think, is right. It has to tackle the markets of Japan, Korea, and Southeast Asia, which is not easy, okay, because this is where cryptocurrency lives, at least for now. The most exciting cryptocurrency exchanges are coming out from these areas. So this is going to be hard because they're going to have a lot of competition. So I put this orange, okay, this orange. Quite concerned on that, okay? But where they shine out, I think, is really the intelligence. The team here is superb, okay? And because the team is superb, it has people from the Icon Foundation. They have people like Patrick Kim, who has been burned before, okay? So the team is very, very good. So I'm sure that the collective nature of the team here and the hype here and the support behind will allow them to get the necessary exchanges in order to be successful in the future. And make no mistake about it, because they have to do this very fast. I'm sure that when a lot of people, other people see the success of the ICO, most people will come in. So I'm going to put a yay here, okay? Yes, I'm going to put a yay to recommend this ICO. This one, at least for my personal portfolio, to invest in. I'm quite excited about it, but once again, please remember, the gate is really here. They have to get this roadmap. They have to execute on the roadmap very, very fast. They have to get a movement going on. So the pre-sentinels, the sentinels, the advisors have to really work together to get the initial guys on the exchanges and the initial guys at the periphery of the blockchain network on. And if they do that, then they will basically control the gates of the blockchain, so that whenever people want to get out, they have to go through Sentinel protocol. And of course, if they control this, then they have the collection of the widest, all these fake addresses, malicious hashes, and then they can share this with other participants who also have Sentinel protocol as the cyber security solution. So that's it, guys. So I hope to see you guys later. Good luck on these Korean ICOs, and may the force be with you in so many ways. Thank you very much.